What's happening? Prophet, man. Back with another video for you, man. Enjoying that day on. Feel blessed? That's some things you gotta know. You gotta understand you're blessed. You gotta understand that you hold love within you. You gotta understand that you got the abilities to get through and get to whatever it is that you need to attend to. Prophet sending you blessings, guidance and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding each individual out there. No exceptions, man. Never no exceptions. So your reflection. What would you say your reflection is? What you mean, Prop? If you had to stand up and explain yourself in one word, what would it be? It would be light or dark. I know we got these ways about us still, individuals still working on things. I get that. But we can't sit on the fence. There's not no fence sitting. Like individuals you gotta understand. I'm not gonna say what team you're playing on because it's just one team that you're on. Whether you shooting the ball on the other goal is up to you, but you are really just on one team when you understand your true self. See, it's when we not in touch and in search for our higher self, for our true self, that we be in all these other states of mind. You should know just from, you should just know intuitively that heart you got is one of the most important things on the planet. See, that heart that you got, give me a second. Prophecy and blessings, guidance and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding. Each individual out there, no exceptions, never no exceptions. Okay, so your heart is responsible for overpowering all of these other emotions that you encounter. You know, the ones that put you in them low vibration, the ones that have you saying, I don't care, I don't give a care, F that, all that. It's for you to overcome it. But if you're not making a practice of having love within you and about you, you're gonna always wrestle. You're gonna always go back and forth and tug with these emotions because you ain't yet understood not to react to them. Let your heart think for you. Like, let your heart think for you. Like, give your brain a break. Let your heart think for you. That shit hard for people to do because individuals don't. It's like, man, I can't show love. I'm gonna have to take my mask off. Oh no, you know, like that's how individuals really look at it, man. Little beknownst to you. You don't have to take the mask off or not, but people gonna know you just walking around with a mask on. You probably be the only one with a mask after a while. It got to come off of you, man. For the most part, individuals be themselves though. Like when I say be yourself, I mean be honest and truthful. You know, with a lot of things that they say. You know, they might not be in a good place and space overall, you know, but like they still have the decency to not lie, you know, like to keep it real with individuals still. And to me, like that's just a prime example of how we be doing, how we be losing ourselves in the cracks, man. You know, I can remember a time in my life to where I took on thoughts of other individuals that had nothing to do with profit. Now, when I say that, I ain't want to do nobody nothing, wasn't gonna harm nobody, but I found myself close with individuals that didn't like other individuals, and caught myself like, you know, like looking at the people crazy because they got into it, you know. And I know y'all call that keep it real and all that, man, but that's not keeping it real, man. Like that's karma at its best, man. That's karma at its best. We should all understand by now about these negative energies. Don't throw it nowhere. Don't bring it at people. You know, and if individuals on that trip together, somebody got to be the mirror. Somebody got to be the reflection, man. You ever been to jail? You ever been anywhere where you couldn't leave? Like you just had to stay, be away from everything? You know how when you're in jail, you ready to go home, but you can still play spades in there. You still laugh and all that. That's what it is right here, right now. Yeah, where we at, yeah. We run around playing and all that, but we still be in jail. See that heart space? That unlocks everything for you. That unlocks everything for you. Prophet told you. You're not even going through there without love. You ain't going in there without love. You have to have love. Like love is really the activator for your gifts and all of that, man. Like, yeah. Divine is pure love. So you figure if you can get to that place, shit gonna start happening for you. I need individuals to understand these energies. If you ain't switched the clock, those low vibration, them negative energies, they don't respect the first clock. They don't respect the first clock. They barely respect the second clock. But the second clock, that's when divine let them experience some of what they given. Like the second clock is I say more protected, man. I really would say that. I really would say more protected. I really would say under the umbrella. I really would say connected with divine. You know, because it's just a time in my life I wasn't. I had all every cell of my body. I ain't know none of that. I didn't know none of that, and I'm pretty sure you didn't either. I'm pretty sure you didn't either. Because if we know what we know now, we was all God, sleeping on a bench in church. You know. My mama used to always ask me one question, like, what church was about? It's crazy, man, how and that's crazy how, like, thinking about it now, like, wow, we was young, but like, man, mine nowhere where it's supposed to be. You know, like in that sense of being grounded, you know, like a lot of individuals still look supposed to be shifting out of that though, man. Shifting out of that. You're gonna have to pick your side though. You're gonna have to understand what you stand for. Because you're gonna be running across more and more individuals that's gonna be them found the God in themselves. You know, so like the more and more you open your eyes and you don't adapt to love, to understanding the next individual, to giving the next individual respect as far as their place in space, they belief. It's not gonna be good for individuals that's on them low vibrations. And I ain't saying it to mean nothing, you know, like for individuals to worry about it. You just gotta understand your place. You have to. See, you got divine trying to get something done, and you got some of divine energies that didn't fail. That didn't fail. That ain't caught their head yet. So we still got this wrestling going on. Cause make no mistake, when two individuals they get into it or two however it go, that's God and God. It's God and God. Regardless of how you want to weigh it, you want to look at it, you want to whatever. You know why we say individuals don't have God in them? Because we can understand how they perceive things. We can understand how they carry themselves. We can understand a lot of things in which we see in individuals. We make way more things important before what matters. We make way more things important than what really matters. For anybody listening to my voice right now, it's been times you probably cried because you didn't have no love. It's been times love broke your heart, love hurt your feelings, however you want to phrase it. It's been times them little girls was all in love with you. You ain't care about that. You pimping, however you want to put it. You got too many of them. You ain't focused on that love. Individuals just within your reality that love you. It could be a brother, a younger brother. You don't take the time no more. You just, it doesn't matter what it is. Love is always a part of reality. It has to be a part of reality. Individuals miss it so much. Miss it, think it's gonna still be there. Don't put it on the priority list. However the individual, it goes for the individual. But it's always there. What happens is a lot of individuals don't pay no mind to that love. It begins to go away. It begins to go away because you ain't engaged it. You didn't engage it for it to be real, true, firm love. You know, mom and dad and something like that. You know, but not everything else. You know, because we have this perception about ourselves. You know, we know how to look at individuals and ain't showing no love. Like, we can understand that. Sometimes, man, it be spirit moving through people, man, just to slow you down, just so you could feel the love, just so you could get information in your head, words said a certain way, so you can feel that in that moment. We be moving fast when we doing our thing, like we just be moving out there. Love be everywhere, man. Like love be everywhere. We don't be worrying about love. Like we be wanting some draws. We want some draws. Like we want some pantyhose. That's what we be wanting. And that ain't love. Get love out of it, I guess, but think about that though. Think about the individuals right now that's in your reality that appreciate you just saying, hey man, love you, and hugging them. Just think about that for a second. It don't matter who listening. It's always that, man. It's always that. You just got to slow your clock down enough to pay attention to it. I don't know who needed to hear this, but I know it's a few. I know it's a few individuals. See, you got out of touch with a few things. You got out of touch with a few things. Like it's individuals, I would say deserve love from you because that's all they ever gave you. You're supposed to take the time to give it to them, tell it to them, show it to them, bring it to them. It doesn't matter. We need to start understanding that that's what's gonna move things. That's what's gonna move things. Cause I know somebody come up to you right now and look, hey, you turn around and they all hateful. Man, you disengaged. And if you engage, it ain't gonna be the way they want you to engage. Like we be having false perceptions, thinking that we have excuses sometimes, man. It's almost rarely, very rarely that you have an excuse, bro, because you have a free choice. Like it's very rare that you have an excuse because you have a free choice. You know, a lot of us, bro, we be, you know, like I say we be, but like I done this before a bunch of times, you know, in the past. You be mad, somebody say they love you, you don't even say it back. You know, just little things like that that be training, that be a part of us. It be a part of us. It don't matter if you process it in a moment. If you don't think you know consciously that somebody say they love you and you ain't say it back, something wrong. You know, like that's the reality of things. You know, and then when you get to the part about why you didn't, I don't know. You know, like that should be good enough. It's not. Like it's not. It's not, man. Because good enough can't even come alone until you done got up and start moving. It just can't come alone. See, when you walking down a path, down a road, down a journey, down this journey, whatever you put it, but when you walking down the street, all you have to do is take off. If the individuals on the other end of that road, which is source, know that you done took off walking, they're gonna meet you. They're gonna meet you. They're gonna meet you. They're gonna be walking with you. All kind of stuff. Be on the side of the road like in a waving at you like in a parade. All of that, man. It's time that we understand that, man. Like hang with spirit, man, for a couple of days, man. Hang with spirit. You know, like, man, hang with spirit, man. Like, gather your thoughts. You know, like you got ancestors probably trying to tell you stuff. You definitely got communication. They plucking you on your head, probably. Some of y'all, telling you, man. You gotta take the time for yourself, man. Like you have to. Like your higher self need that. See, if you don't take the time for yourself, then that's how we lose our highs. That's how we lose our ground. Because every time you steal, your higher self get to come on in. It's hard to come in, bro. Like if we in a car with 8 people, music loud, get out of that, we bullshitting in the store, like All that is fine and dandy, whatever you do. That ain't profit MO. I'm talking about spirit, bro. Like how we don't nothing. And we just be expecting everything to be good, everything to be all right. We don't have our heart in the right place, man. We don't have it right in the right place. You know, some of y'all, they got individuals out there. They got individuals out there to where you probably never find no love like that ever again in your life. And you don't respect that. Like, do individuals understand what love is? You know, like it's that opens you to everything, man. It opens you to everything. But when you came here, it was designed for you to not love. You came full of love, but the program, and I'm not saying like a fucking hijack program. I'm talking about a program put in place for you to go through, because that's what this all is if you ain't recognized it by now. You know, so when you younger, you like the little girls, but like you ain't tripping on none of that. You ain't all in love like that. You ain't, you know, and how we say that, infatuation. We didn't understand none of that. You know, like there's times in our life we just thinking about certain things, you know, but now a lot of y'all done moved way past that, like way past that. You got individuals that understand themselves. You got individuals that's mature. You got individuals that's about themselves, man. And they love you. And you can't understand it. Take the time to slow down. Slow down and look around. Pay attention. See, if we observing, we don't have to think too hard. We understand. We know where our love is. We know where it's all coming from and everything. If we paying attention. It's a time like I look at the screen now and be like, oh, because I know it's a time like I ain't want to hear that. I ain't want to hear nothing like this. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all like that too. It's all good. Like, however y'all see that, scroll it, hit it if you don't want to watch it. But this all I got for you. This all I got for you. Some shit like this. Because it's time for us to get our shit together, man. Like, it's young, it's a lot of young individuals out there, man, that I see. Shit. It's almost like the older generation can ask, hey, that's my shoes you got on? Because they walking in the same path, man. Same path. And it's time for us, with the age and the experience beyond theirs, to start putting some words in their ear. Nothing but talent. Man, just a lot of smarts, bro. Just a lot of wisdom, man. Like a lot of wisdom, man. Like, we waste it. Like, we waste it. We waste it. We waste it because we don't understand how things function. We want, but we don't want to give. Like, you on my shit. What? It's free? Yeah, bring it in. You ain't got 30 of them? Yeah, it's all good, though. Like, that's how we be. Well, you got 30, we can get 2. Oh, man, we'll be back later on. You know, like, we really be on that. We be disengaged, man. Your heart and your consciousness go together. Listen to me. It goes together.